Anime is the word Western audiences use to describe Japanese film animation and TV shows. Although it's used to describe any animation in Japan itself, the medium's low production costs and proliferation in Japanese popular culture mean anime is produced in a variety of genre, from high school comedy drama to post-apocalyptic sci-fi and horror. Known for its expressive characters and relatively limited animation, anime has pushed boundaries, captivated audiences, and even won an Oscar. In this video I wanted to put together a top 10 anime of all time, or best top 10 anime of all time. Then let's dive into the video.
That day, you need to go back in
仮に収穫はあったさ。狡猾に行こう。
地獄なら見たさ。二人とも。
こいつら。
第27代目魔法帝コンラーパレット。
俺の大切な場所だ。
春は水のな。
だよ。
Tokyo Revengers is a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Ken Wakui. It was serialized in Kodansha's shonen manga magazine Weekly Shonen Magazine from March 2017 to November 2022, with its chapters collected in 31 tankobon volumes. The story follows Takemichi Hanagaki, a 26-year-old part-timer with a gloomy life, who learns that his ex-girlfriend, Hanada Tachibana, has died in a dispute involving the Tokyo Manji gang. The next day, while returning from his part-time job, Takemichi gets pushed off the subway platform by someone. As he is about to be hit, he jumps 12 years back in time, to the year he was dating Hanada. Discovering this, he makes the decision to do everything to prevent her death. You can go and watch Tokyo Revengers. It's a one of the masterpiece. You will not regret it.
That day, you need to go back in time and meet a certain someone. Takemichi, you've got to help. You can save her.
What do you know? I really did go back in time. I'll do the impossible if it means I can save Hina. I've got to take over Tomon.
You know this idea is insane.
I'm never going to quit trying!
Jujutsu Kaisen's animation quality, in conjunction with a genuinely impressive art style, has a much stronger impression upon initial release. A strong art style tied together by seamless animation has a greater ability of demonstrating an anime's growing success, even without decades worth of legacy behind it. The story follows. Yuji Itadori, a kind-hearted teenager, joins his school's occult club for fun, but discovers that its members are actual sorcerers who can manipulate the energy between beings for their own use. He hears about a cursed talisman, the finger of Sukuna, a demon, and it's being targeted by other cursed beings. Yuji eats the finger to protect his friends, and ends up becoming Sukuna's host. However, Yuji discovers that he has inherited magic and is able to control this power without interference from Sukuna. He joins the Tokyo Metropolitan Magic Technical College to consume all of Sukuna's fingers, which will enable a full exorcism to take place that will free him.
それ抜いた方がいいわ。私の呪力が流れ込むから。
いいね。ちゃんと後悔も全て出し切れ。拳に乗せろ。
Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is a TV series that aired from 2009 to 2010. It follows the story of two brothers, Edward and Alphonse Elric, who search for the Philosopher's Stone to restore their bodies after a failed attempt to resurrect their mother. The series is set in a fictional country called Amestris, where alchemy is a widely practiced science. Edward and Alphonse Elric, the two brothers who are the main characters of the series. Edward loses his left leg, and Alphonse loses his entire body after their mother's failed attempt to resurrect her. It's really amazing and mind-blowing. I recommend to everyone, not only people who watch anime.
軍にいる以上、いつか地獄を見る羽目になる。俺たちみたいにな。
硫黄 80g。
地獄か。地獄なら見たさ。二人とも、もう十分にな。
フッ素 7.5g。教えてください少佐。国民を守るべき軍人がなぜ国民を殺しているのですか。鉄 5g。人に幸福をもたらすべき錬金術。なぜ人殺しに使われているのですか。ケイ素 3g。
Black Clover. The series focuses on Asta, a young orphan who is left to be raised in an orphanage alongside his fellow orphan, Yuno. While everyone is born with the ability to utilize mana in the form of magical power, Asta, who has no mana and thus no way to use magic, instead focuses on physical strength. Conversely, Yuno was born as a prodigy with immense magical power and the talent to control wind magic. This show is a gem in all of shonen that should be watched by anyone who likes shonen.
戦力だ。行くぜお前ら。
同時に起動する。
何も守れない、何も変えられない。魔法帝に夢を見るのはやめろ。みんなと一緒にこの国を変えていく。
もうみんなの魔力が持たない。
あった。俺は魔法帝になるんだ。
Free is set in the town of Iwadobe, Japan, which is based on Iwami, Totoro. The story is centered on high school student Haruka Nanase, a gifted swimmer. After encountering his childhood rival, Rin Matsuoka from Samazuka Academy, he and his friends revitalize Iwadobe High School's swim team. In addition to his childhood friends, Makoto Tachibana and Nagasa Hazuki, Rei Rugazaki is recruited onto the team. While the team trains for tournaments, Haruka and Rin's rivalry continues to sour from Rin facing setbacks in improvement, though his desire to swim competitively escalates. However, during the prefectural tournament, Iwadobe's swim team reminds Rin of their friendship through a medley relay. Despite being disqualified, the boys' relationships with one another improve. It's actually a really good show. Once you get past the homoeroticism, the writing is above average and their animation is superb. The Daily Life of the Immortal King is a Chinese novel by Ku Xuan. This novel is published by Kidian in Chinese and web novel in English. The main character Wang Ling is a high school student with a cool and carefree demeanor. Coming off as someone with a very low spiritual force, he actually possesses a power capable of destroying the world at a moment's notice. To mitigate the volatile force within him, his parents have resorted to using an amulet as a temporary solution. However, the amulet weakens over time and Wang Ling's emotions also accelerate its deterioration. Now with the amulet on the verge of breaking, Wang Ling and his father race against time in order to fix it. This series starts out interesting, with a good premise and slowly built characters to make it enjoyable.
怎么把灵力控制在最低值？哦，对了，还要装的努力一些。
不行不行，必须赶快想办法！这群矮长会吃点环肥扩散的。
哎。 怎么回事？我明明还没打上去。
哈哈，哈哈，你怎么了？
A Tree. My Dear Moments is a 2020 visual novel game developed by Frontwing and Makora, who are especially known for creating the Fruit of Grisaya visual novel, written by Asuda Kono. The game is set in the near future where a sudden rise in sea levels floods the majority of the world and ends human civilization as we know it, forcing humanity to eke a living on what little dry land remains. Akaruba Nitsuki, a boy who lost his mother and his leg in an accident some years earlier, returns disillusioned from a harsh life in the big city to find his old countryside home half swallowed by the sea.
少しだけ待ってもらえないでしょうか。命令をもらったんです。眠る前に。
何も期待していなかった。ドロップアウトした先に未来があるなんて思えなかったから。
夏希さん、私マスターの足になります。あの光は何？これから未来。
アトリ！
アトリちゃん！
人間と同じように感情を持つ AI を搭載した初のヒューマノイド。
完成能ですから。
どれだけポンコツなんだよ。
ポンコツ？
変なやつだなお前。
だから心は難しいの。この町唯一の学校だよ。わがままなのかな。
はりアトリはただのヒューマノイドじゃなく、
夏希さんの願いが叶うなら。
待てよ。
俺に光を差してくれたそのロボットは
The protagonist is an old man who had lived his life as the world's greatest assassin. Due to his advanced age, it was finally decided that he would be able to retire. However, the plane he was on was sabotaged and even his skills as the greatest assassin could not save him. At the onset of his retirement, a tragic accident kills the world's greatest assassin. Upon being reincarnated in a magical realm, he vows to live his life to the fullest and use his skills for good. The Fable is a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Katsuhisa Minami. A legendary hitman trained to become the world's best assassin is asked to lay low for a year by the head of his crime family. Haikyuu is a Japanese manga series